Fine. So, if you see, so in the last session, we had seen some constraints and other things. Okay. So we had seen what are joins. Sorry, we had seen what is primary key, what is unique key. Okay. Then we had seen foreign key. We had seen default constraint. We had seen aggregate function. So many things we had seen in the last session. If you see, so today what we are going to see is we are going to see regarding some aggregate functions case. Okay, so certain aggregate functions we shall see. So for that we need to create a table. So yesterday we had seen this auto increment as well as we had seen the check constraint as well as fine. So so let us see some aggregate functions case today. Okay. So let me open SQL. Let me log into that one. Okay. Oh, okay, fine. Okay. So we go to the stop. So first thing what you have to do, you have to use this database. So always you should know which database you are working with. So first, it's a courtesy thing you have to do. So use ABCD. So that is the name of the database. So we had run that one. So everything, whatever we do, creating the table or updatings or insertion or any type of transactions, whatever we do, it will reflect in that database of ABCD. That's what it is doing. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create a table, guys. So the name of the table is sales. If you see sales ID is there, the column. So it is, its data type is integer and we are denoting it as a primary key. Okay. So yesterday we discussed regarding a primary key. So what is a primary key, guys? What is a primary key? What is a primary key?
No, no null value and no double duplicates.
A primary key will not allow null values as well as will not allow duplicate values. Okay. So if you see here sales ID, we declared that column as a primary key and then sales date, data type is date, product name, it's varchar. So you have a textual data, quantity, data type is integer, sales amount, it is decimal. So you can go up till 10 digits. And if any decimal after decimal, if you have 10 digits also, what it will do, it will round off to 2 digits. Okay, so that's what this 10 comma 2 is doing. So let us create a table with the name sales. So we are going to create a table with the name sales. So let us create the table with the name sales. So run that one. So we created a table with the name sales and let us insert few records into the table. So I'm inserting certain records. Certain records. Run that one. So we had inserted few records into this table sales. Now select star from sales. Select star from sales. Highlight it, click it, see. This is the table. And if you observe, this is sales ID. This is sales date. This is product name, product quantity, and sales amount. Okay, so we have different columns over here. Okay, so we have different columns of data, right? So close that one. Okay, so come here, sum. If you see, sometimes we use this sum. What this sum will do is it will calculate the total numeric value of a column. If you see here, we have a column with the name sales amount. So this column, what is this? This is the column. Okay. So it consists of all numeric values. Okay. So I want the sum. Cool. The total sum of these values I can get. Okay. So I can get. Okay. So we use sum. Okay. Sum function for that one. So how to use and all. Let us come here. So select star sum sales. Select sum sales amount. What is the column? This is the column. What you have to sum up. So sales amount as total sales. Okay. From we have to give the table name as well as what is the name of the table? It is sales. Okay. So name of the table is sales. If you see, this is the name of the table. So sales. So run it. This one. So we got the total sales. Okay. So it is adding that column. What is that column it is adding? It is adding this column values, sales amount column values, and it is giving result in the form of total sales. So this is the total sales. Okay. And next, count. Okay. So number of sales, for example, if you see here, sales ID is there. Okay. So quantity is there, sale amount is there. So you want to see, so you want to count the number of rows in a column. Okay. So how many rows are there? Okay. Or how many transactions are there? Suppose if you see here, there are 10 rows. So there are 10 transactions in this particular table. Okay. So if you want that count, you can get that count. So this is the code for that one. That one. So if you see total 10 number of sales, so we have 10 records. That is the reason we are getting 10. So count what it will do. It will retrieve the number of records, okay, of a column. Next, average. Okay. So for example, this average sales, okay, so average, it is also calculated on a numeric column. For example, if you see here, guys, so how many we have? We have total 10 sales are there. Okay. So I want what is the average sales. So average sales in the sense we will add up all these things and divide it by number of sales. So number of sales is 10. So we add all these things and divide it by 10. So that's what the aggregate function average is. So I want to get average of sales amount. So average of the column sales amount. So this is average of the column sales amount. Right? So we got the average. So this is 1210. Okay, so that's how we can get the average. And next, minimum value. So you can get the minimum value. Suppose if you see this is the sales amount column. If you see here, this is the sales amount column. In this column, you want the minimum sale. So you can get the minimum sale also because these are certain aggregate functions case. You should know. These are very important. Min, max, average, count, okay, and all. So, run it. See, minimum sale is 300. That means one record has a minimum sale of 300. So, similarly, you can get maximum also. Okay, so just use max. You can change it to max. So, make it to max. So you can get the maximum sales amount. So see, maximum sales amount is 3,000. Okay, minimum sales amount is 300. Okay, so max and minimum. So we can get max and minimum of a column, max and minimum of a column values. To remember that thing. Next, group by. Okay, so group by, order by, having. So these are some classes, guys. Okay. So what is group by? Group by class is used to arrange identical data into groups. Okay, so whenever you want to arrange identical data into groups, what we use group by class. So this will be often used in combination with aggregate function to provide summaries for each group. Okay, so it is used in combination of aggregate function. For example, if you see here, if you see here, you have product name is there, product name column. So we have different products. We have laptop, we have mobile, we have laptop, we have tablet and all. So if you want to know how many products are there, okay, so we can group by how many products are there and based upon the product. So how many products, how many laptops are there, how many mobiles are there, okay, how many tablets are there. So laptop, how much amount we have received till now for laptop, for mobile, for the category of mobile, how much amount we had received till now, for tablet, how much amount of amount received till now we can get. So we are making a group by of these things. Okay, so if you see what is group by? Group by class is used to arrange identical data into groups. So all laptops into one groups. So data of all mobiles into one group. Data of all tablets into one group. Okay. So it is often used in combination with the aggregate functions like sales, sum, and other things, guys. So we will get such type of information. For example, in this particular table, so in this particular table, if you see in this particular table, what we want is, what we want is, so category wise, what is the sales? What is the amount we received laptop wise and all? If you want to know, we can get that one. Okay. So come here. So select product name, sum, sale amount as total sales per product from sales group by product name. So what we are doing, we are group by making group by the product name. So come here, select star from sales. So this is the table. So we want products group by with the product name. Okay, sales amount with the product name we want. So come here, select product name, sum of sales amount as total sales per product. So we are using alias name. What is that one? Total sales per product name from table sales group by. So we are using on the product name. Okay. So run it. So if you see what it is saying, product name laptop. Okay. So what is the total sales? 7,000 rupees. Mobile. What is the total sales? 3,300. Tablet. What is the total sales? 1,800. Okay. So do remember group by is very important. So we often use this group by. Okay. So why we use this group by? This group by is used to arrange the identical data. Guys, I am sending you the code also. So in the code, you will have the description regarding that one also. Do remember that thing. So you will have notes, you will have the syntax of that one, as well as will have the code. So please, when you go through the coding, please go through it, the coding carefully. So you will have everything at one place. Okay. So uh, carefully, please go through the code and other things. Okay. So that is the thing. So that is group by. So group by class is used to arrange identical data into groups. So it is often used in combination with the aggregate functions, okay, to provide summaries of each group. That is group by. Next, group sales. Okay, so we can group sales by date and product also. Okay, so this time what we are doing, we are group buying by sales date. So on which day, which product is getting sold. So we are group buying with the two things. One is sales date and product name. So run this one. So sales date, laptop quantity 2, sales date, mobile 5, quantity, sales date, laptop. So we are getting in the date wise the quantity and other things. So we are group buying in such a way. Okay. Next, filtering the data using having class. Okay. So why we use this having class? We use this having class, okay, to filter the data. Okay, to filter the data, we use this having class thing. Okay, and thing is here what we are asking, we are filtering according to the sales amount greater than zero. So I want those rows where sales amount is greater than zero. Okay, so let us get that one. Select product. See. If you see, laptop 7,000, mobile 3,300. But if you see this tablet, what is the sales amount it has? It has only 300 or something like that sales amount is there. So here, what is the condition we had given? Having condition, the sales amount should be greater than 2,000. Okay. So group by with a having class, we are using a condition, guys. Do you remember that thing? Suppose without condition, what will be the output? So this will be the output. Laptop 7,000, mobile 3,300, tablet 1,800. But here we are giving a having class saying that the sum of sales amount should be greater than 2,000. So the tablets is not greater than 2,000. That's the reason here we had not got the tablets stuff, guys. Okay. That is the thing. And okay. So come here. Let me see. What is this? Okay. Anyway, come here. Standard procedures after that. Fine, yes. So we had seen this group by so certain aggregate functions, and then aggregate functions like minimum, maximum, sum, count, and all. And after that, we had seen group by, and then we had seen having class, group by class, and having class. These are the two things. So now, what shall we do is let us go to another concepts of SQL. So that is joins, guys. Okay, so that is joins. So joins are very important.